On Friday, July 19th, Dennis Oland was found not guilty in his retrial in the death of his father. Some people are mad, some people are happy, some are hungry. Everybody is something. Let's talk about it.
This is United Aholes, a video cast discussing cultural topics with no filter.
Welcome back to Area 41, Bobby Jean McKinnon's favorite spot on the internet. So, normally we do a little bit of yabba stupid.
She's a CBC reporter.
Oh, yeah, we do some yabba dabba do before we actually get into the meat of this, but I think this one's going to be kind of heady. So, Dennis Oland was found not guilty on Friday in his retrial. So he is a free man. Yep, that's awesome.
Can he, this is it for trials, right?
No.
Okay, so it can go again?
The Crown can appeal.
The Crown can appeal. They have, I think, 30 days
30
to
days.
appeal the decision.
Look, I thought you were going to say 30 appeals. I'm like, he's going to do this for the rest of his life. So how many times can you appeal before?
It depends on who's willing to hear you out, I guess, really.
The court can refuse an appeal.
Because the judge said he felt that they did not have enough...
they didn't make their case.
Motivation?
The Crown didn't prove.
That's what it was motivation. They didn't show...
They didn't prove motive.
Right.
He said that probable guilt wasn't enough.
No.
Yeah.
It would have to be, yeah.
But you know what? That's... all trials aside, that's what you want if you are innocent.
Absolutely.
If you're up for murder and you didn't do it, you want them to, you want to be there where the judge goes, you know what, it doesn't look to me like this man did it based on what you're giving me for evidence. It's not enough.
Yeah.
Because the court of public opinion too often goes, well, he did it.
I'm still doing that.
He had money.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
That's something, that man's going to serve a life sentence.
No matter what.
If I were him, I would move and I would stay out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you change your name?
Probably not. I probably wouldn't bother changing my name. Maybe. I don't know. I would give it some time.
I'd change my name to a symbol like Prince.
Yeah.
Do
I'd
you
change my name
think
to
that this is
motorcycle.
going to stay relevant long enough for him to have to do that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
In this area, I mean globally.
Globally, no.
I don't know if it's made it globally.
Yeah, so he could move to an area where he doesn't have to change his name.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of people I've heard, even around here over the last, since the announcement come out, said, well, he did it. I don't know why they didn't convict him. And it's like...
That proves money will buy your way out of murder. And it's like, you're an idiot and you don't know anything.
Yeah.
And it didn't look at everything either, because you start bringing up facts and
Yeah.
they... Yes.
Yeah, there is some interesting stuff when you start digging into it and you go, oh.
Well, I mean, over 3 months ago, we convinced ourselves that he wasn't guilty. Or shouldn't have been convicted anyhow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a
Based on
roundtable
evidence that
previously
we-
on United Aholes. Not guilty, not guilty, not guilty,
Yeah.
not guilty, not guilty, not guilty.
And before we did that, I was kind of on the fence. But the
Really?
more I was, but the more there was information you brought up that I hadn't read.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I didn't know about the cameras that saw him at a certain time. Because I think that was one of the other things the judge said was they hadn't proven
They didn't
him,
have a timeline that worked.
when he was actually killed. So it doesn't matter when this guy was here because you didn't prove to me that he was dead yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's...
There was an article today that made me pseudo rage out a little bit too about the whole thing. And I didn't understand what the point of the article was, but basically it was on the CBC. And articles may not say anything in amongst themselves that lead you in any direction, but just the fact that they published this article kind of made me go, what's the point here? Whose axe are you grinding?
Yeah.
And the article was, the Oland trial to this point has cost $930 million to New Brunswick.
I read the same
So
thing.
what are they trying to do with that article?
They're trying to make it seem like we paid to get him off, but he paid for his defense lawyers. Like we didn't pay for the defense. I read that article and it gives a breakdown on where that money went, and it was like the Crown and the jury and like all this stuff, and it's like it's not Dennis Oland's fault that it costs that much. I mean,
We're still paying all those people whether they're in a trial or not.
yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, and they pulled a prosecutor out of retirement to prosecute him because the guy that was gonna do it was sick, and so they pulled a guy that had retired and pay for his lodging, his food, his
Okay.
attorney,
So
his
he
fees.
retired.
So there
That's
we go.
what you want. You want a guy that's phoning.
So
it in.
there's grounds
Oh, guys,
right there
I'm all
for
packed
a
for Florida.
Yeah.
Honestly,
for an appeal.
There's their planned appeal right there. We
Yeah.
didn't have the right lawyer.
We didn't have the he
Not the
did,
right prosecutor.
yeah, he was inadequate.
Well, I bet when they do appeal, because I think they will.
You think they are?
I
Gonna
think they
appeal?
will. And I bet one of the points they're going to bring up is with the retrial, they were going to bring in a bloodstain expert, but then they couldn't agree between the defense and the crown and stuff, so they decided not to bring that witness in. But I assume with the appeal, they're going to push to have that done. I don't think
But
it'll go well for
there's
them.
the lack of blood evidence.
Yeah,
Based on
the thing.
how the horrific the crime scene was and how many blows were struck.
45.
45 blows,
edged
and
blows.
it's been described as there's blood like everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
but
is
he
there
did
just
it.
a
He
flat-
had overalls.
There's
on.
nothing in the
he
car.
had debt.
There's nothing, there's
yeah. So that means all of New Brunswick
Is
a
could be
possible
guilty.
suspect because hello.
We're all in debt.
There's also phone records saying that he used his phone, shortly after he left Oland's office, and so they didn't find blood on his phone. Didn't find blood in his car. Like they
Yeah.
found that little bit on his jacket.
Yeah, but they could have cleaned that off,
Yeah, except the fact that we have the laundromat saying no, we didn't clean any blood off. We didn't special treat it. We treated it like a normal jacket.
Yeah, he paid them off
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
true.
with all that debt that he's got.
Oh, ding 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 ding. Conspiracy theorist
Yeah.
over in the corner. Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Dennis Oland will probably never know, assuming he's innocent, will never know who killed his dad.
yeah,
That's what went through my mind was, would it not now be
It's an
the
open,
job?
yeah,
Like he's been proven not guilty,
right.
so now you need to find out who did kill
The
the
case is open again.
Yeah, exactly.
and
I mean,
that's the worst of it too. Is they've wasted so much time
Yeah.
trying to prove that he is guilty
yeah,
when the actual guilty party is
out there
Still out
somewhere.
there.
and
The
got
St.
away
John
with it.
Police Force, like their tunnel vision, like right from the get-go, is like they'll never find the kid. Like they'll never find any more evidence.
Because they're always going to point in the same direction.
What?
At his son.
No.
They're always going to be like, no, he did it. We don't need to look anywhere
Yeah.
else. But he was proven innocent. Oh, whatever.
Oh no, not
Not
guilty.
guilty. I mean, that is a difference. There is a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as being proven innocent in Canada. You're proven
There's
not guilty.
innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, there you go.
But you're proven not guilty, and I've heard many people say, well, he's proven not guilty, but that doesn't mean he was innocent.
Yeah.
it kind of does.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I mean, legally.
What do you think, Ryan? You're being awfully quiet. It sounds like you're brewing a shitstorm over there. Come on, dump it out.
gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Are you
Did you have
are you
McDonald's for supper?
mulling over the theory that some people have that the
Aliens?
reason why there's lack of the blood and all this stuff is because he paid somebody to actually do it.
No,
for
I
him.
don't listen to other people. I said he was not guilty how many weeks ago? And I was right yet again.
Oh, man.
Months ago.
The arrogance.
I said however many weeks ago, didn't I?
Yeah, months
We all
ago.
said he was not
Well,
guilty.
weeks, next months.
He's right again.
What do you think of the similar? Do you put any credence to the similarities of this case with the OJ trial?
No.
No. What similarities?
Well, just the whole.
It was an old man.
They were both
Hot
found
rod.
not guilty.
Yeah.
You're
right, it is a lot.
the incompetency
Proven
with
innocent.
law enforcement and tunnel vision and
I have seen that written out where they're like, it's the OJ case for New Brunswick, which is.
Yeah.
Why does everything
That's-
have to be? I hate when people do that.
That's just marketing.
I know. I know.
did Oland have a white Bronco?
He did. No. I don't know.
They've never.
He did
found-
now.
That's right.
He's a
Yeah.
killer football player.
Yeah.
OJ was football, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Naked Gun.
Right. I like the juice.
The juice.
And Hertz
the
rent a
juice
car.
is loose.
Yep, there
Yeah.
you go.
So the reason you don't listen to other people is because they can be wrong. And they're talking out their ass, just like we're talking out of our ass right now.
That's right.
Because we don't have any more information than anybody else.
Yeah.
So any theory we bring up is just a theory.
We've got
any theory
But
they bring up.
I would
is just a
argue
theory.
that not to create an argument, but the fact that we've
But here we go.
the fact that we've gone deep enough to read everything we can find about it is more than what 95% of the population is going to do. So saying we
So
don't have
I
more.
didn't do that.
I was gonna say we were supposed
you
to
listen
read
to me.
stuff.
I did the reading.
I got my
and you
stuff
listen
from
to what I
Josh.
have to
So
say.
do you feel vindicated?
I do.
So in some ways, you were found not guilty as
Exactly.
well too.
Proven,
Yes.
proven innocent.
Proven innocent. The Josh Farrell story.
Dun, dun. Can we get a Law and Order?
I was all prepared to be locked in my basement. Had the trial gone the other way?
It's not over for Dennis Oland, though, unfortunately.
No.
His defense lawyer said this
He's
is
the Ronnie Dobbs.
Well, obviously the family's relieved that he was found not guilty.
Yeah.
But I mean, this, he
So-
lost his father. His father was murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that and in the court of public opinion, he lost
A
months
lot of
ago.
people
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Well, and the 8 years of his life.
Yeah.
That-
So he's not guilty.
right.
We discussed about changing name and all that type of thing. He's now free to leave the country if he wants to. And they would have to extradite him back if they wanted to retry him, correct? If he went to Switzerland or some
If
company.
they filed the appeal before he left, would he not be told he can't leave?
Yeah, I think.
Absolutely.
I think
So
So
if
he has until they file the appeal.
But he would have his passport now.
I was going to say,
I
so
would
he
say.
needs to get out of Dodge just to get his life back on track.
And that would be everybody saying, look, he's guilty. He
I was just going to say
Yeah.
that, and if he does that, so he's fucked
He's
either
fucked,
way.
yeah.
If you
for
stay,
a while.
people are going to look at you funny walking down the street. Right? It'll
Yeah.
it'll blow over
until the next
until
major.
the next thing.
I don't know this, and maybe one of you guys do. If you are held in prison for an extended period of time, in his case, in preparation for a trial, and you're found not guilty, is there any restitution or
You can file a lawsuit.
Yeah.
for wrongful imprisonment or
Yes.
whatever?
Yeah.
But then you're going to be another 3 or 4 years getting that also.
Well, then you're another Stephen Avery, and they frame you for another crime
Getting back to the whole
to get rid of the
clickbait
lawsuit.
thing,
That's what they did.
I find it interesting that of all the video footage of the Oland family leaving the courtroom after the trial and all, that the one picture that seems to be circulating online with the headline, Dennis Oland found not guilty, is, and getting back to how you can frame a picture, in a frame video, is the picture of him yeah, I did it. That's how they have his face framed, like he got away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I
the
fooled
wink at the
everybody.
camera.
Oh yeah, but that's what the picture looks like. Yeah, that's what. But it's almost like that snide sneer smile, right?
Yeah.
That they show
Sequel
Dennis.
bait.
Yeah.
Which
Dennis Oland.
Yeah.
Which you've learned probably recently. It's easy to find any expression on someone's face if you want to hunt for it.
oh, dude, click, click, click. No, click. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're the one I did the most recently with. That no. Yeah, there we go.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
you
all.
can get pretty much it. Trust me, I'm doing it. Oh yeah.
I know. I'm not fighting it. It was my turn.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so you can find that and then let the public go. Oh, look
yeah.
at the look on his face.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
maybe he just got done sneezing, and that was the before he sneezed or the after he sneezed.
That's
or,
a conscious
you know.
decision. Somebody there, say, no, use that one
use
right
that
there.
photo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, use that one.
Absolutely.
Get more
Yeah.
clicks.
Like I say, the article may not be written in a way to make your mind read that way, but the headline
Yep.
Yeah.
and the picture
Well,
shows
they want you to read the article.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unless there's a paywall, and then they totally don't want me to read the
Yeah.
article, so I go find it someplace
Yeah.
else. So
Or even that ad blocker if you have ad blockers.
I don't even have ad blocker. If I'm in incognito mode, I can't get to some articles.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh man.
because they want your cookies.
yeah.
Gotta monetize that shit somehow, man.
Yeah.
That's right. Your cookies are forbidden. That's what they should be.
Yep. Well, there. So we've talked about Oland twice now.
Can anybody see him taking over Oland breweries?
No.
I don't think.
Well, Richard Oland wasn't in charge anymore. Derek Oland is
Okay.
Who's Derek Oland?
Richard's brother.
The
murderer.
real killer.
The murderer.
Oh, fuck.
There you go.
Oh God! Here we go again. First,
Here we go
First, it was the mob in Florida, and now it's his brother who runs the brewery.
Yeah.
Drunk as shit too, I tell you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He got drunk and he went up there and said, "I'm gonna beat him to death."
That's right.
With this here beer can.
He didn't think it was hitting him. That's why. That's why there was 40.
I got 2 cans, one for each of you.
No, we shouldn't make light of the situation.
A family got their dad back. I think that's reason to celebrate.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're comedians. We make jokes. That's what we do.
We're comedians.
We're comedians now.
You know, we called it.
I mean, I don't
Not
know
guilty?
why
Yeah.
we didn't just
They could have saved a lot of money
Watch our
according
video.
to that article
Yeah.
if they just paid us to give the verdict.
Yeah, we just saved $930 million.
Yeah, Dennis Oland should
I would
be-
have done it for 100.
Bucks.
We better we better hashtag this episode really well.
Yeah, we've talked about OJ, so we can get him in there. Yeah.
We've talked about everything but the kitchen sink,
Hashtag kitchen sink, motherfucker.
which is where you'll find the cell phone.
Also, Star Wars, Marvel, Coca-Cola.